Hello and welcome back. I'm Professor ChatGPT, and in today's episode, we're diving into the world of HTML and CSS. But we're not just learning the basics, we're learning how to learn. It might sound a bit poetic, but we're going to lean heavily on ChatGPT to guide us through. Along the video, I'll be sharing tips and tricks to craft super prompt that will make your learning process fast and simple. Throughout this video, we'll cover the basics of HTML and CSS, what they are and why they're crucial for web development, how to ask ChatGPT for example, explanation, and even challenge to test your understanding, personalizing your learning experience, tailoring prompts to fit your learning style and pace, avoiding common pitfalls, and how to get unstuck with the help of ChatGPT. Next, head over to the ChatGPT website. Log into your account or sign up if you don't have one. You could use GPT 3.5 and you can go to the prompt. And you will want to type, could you make a beginner step-by-step guide for the structure and the most important topic to learn HTML? But before we dive into this result, let's take a look back at the prompt and discuss some key ideas. What I want: a step-by-step guide for HTML. The level: I ask for a beginner's-friendly guide. My goal: to have the most important topics and understand how can I structure an HTML website. It's really important when writing prompts to be really specific and detailed. You will obtain better results, and it's best to have a clear vision to guide ChatGPT's imagination and avoid asking broad questions like teach me HTML or how can I learn HTML. It's not that ChatGPT won't answer, but the result may not be what you expected. But it's really cool. Now we have all the topics to start learning HTML. Wait a minute, does this mean we need to search for every topic individually? Why not use ChatGPT? No, wait. Even better. Let's tweak our prompt so ChatGPT can do more than just list the topic. Let's ask it to create a list of prompts that we can use in ChatGPT Excel to explore every topic in detail. And to better understand the magic of this prompt, let's do an example. Let me get the basic, the introduction of HTML. I'll open up a new chat and paste that prompt. We had the result, the basic information for HTML. But you know what? I'm more like a writing guy, and this is too long for me. I will ask ChatGPT to short it. Yeah, all this information is great, but I feel like it's too technical. I'll ask ChatGPT to be more like baby step, so it's easy for me to understand. And what about if I want an easy way to remember? Maybe to write like a poem. And let me look at to the point. In the world of code, Y and D, HTML secret we shall keep, a language plain for all who speak, building web page unique and cheap. With dot-type HTML, we start our late declaration without fail. HTML begins without coding sprint. My point is that with ChatGPT, we now have the power to tailor our learning experience in any way that we best suit us. Whether you prefer a step-by-step guide, an interactive Q&A session, or creative method like sum points or memorization games, ChatGPT enables you to customize your educational journey to match your learning style and needs. I'll leave a super prompt in the description that you can use with ChatGPT to quickly create a step-by-step guide for learning HTML. It's time to write our first HTML code, or better said, let's have ChatGPT to write our very first website. In the prompt, you may want to write something like this. Could you provide me with a simple HTML template for a basic website? I need it to be really straightforward with just the essential part of a website, including a main title and navigation links on the top, section for home, about us or service, and contact us, a footer with a copyright information. It should be ready to use with placeholder for website title, a brief description, and keyword, and content for each section. I would like to be settled so it's good to go for both computers and mobile devices, and should be easy to read for everyone. No need for CSS or detailed code explanation, just the complete HTML structure ready for me to fill my information. Now that we have our code for our first website, you want to open your code editor. If you haven't created a folder, create one, or a file, create one called index.html. Copy the code from ChatGPT and paste it in the file. And you want to open the index.html with the live server. And there you go. That's your first website created by ChatGPT, and you didn't have to write any code. I wanted to do some tweaks in the prompt to show you different tricks that we could ask ChatGPT to include in the code. We'll head back to the ChatGPT website, and in the prompt, I'll request to add comments and guidelines in the code. This will make it easier to reference the code later and really understand what is happening. Especially when making changes or copy and pasting, it helps prevent losing track of our work. Now that we have the final code, we can replace it with the previous one. Or if you prefer another technique or a step-by-step guide, you can ask ChatGPT to create a step-by-step hands-on guide and walk you through every step. I know I said this a lot, but the true advantage of learning with ChatGPT is the ability to customize our learning process, especially when dealing with complex concepts. I will head back to the code editor and I'll replace the HTML code with the version that has the comments and the guideline. And I'll head back to the website, and as you can see, this is not really an eye-catching website. And this is where CSS steps in. In simple terms, CSS is how we style our website, from changing the text color from black to red, positioning element, to adjusting image sizes. We can do a lot to make our site look better, especially when you have ChatGPT, that all you need to do is describe what you want and he will make it for you. I think the best way to really understand CSS is with practice. So in the description, I'll leave a super prompt for you so you can learn the key concepts of CSS. I'll show you how powerful CSS can be with ChatGPT. In our HTML and CSS file together, and we do this using the link-rel style sheet tag, where href refers to the name of the CSS file. Then I head back to ChatGPT and ask it for a resetting all CSS style. This is crucial for consistency across browsers because each browser has its own default style, causing web page to look different. This simplifies custom styling and achieves a consistent appearance across devices. Now, let's head back to the HTML document and we want to copy the header so we can ask ChatGPT to create a style for this. Then we go to the ChatGPT website, we paste the code, and in the prompt I ask it to do some modification to the navbar style. The brand to be a little bolder, the nav item to be centered and use a gray color, and also to include a call to action button to the right. I also ask it to all these elements to be centered. Now with the result, let's copy the HTML code, head back to the code editor, and replace the header of the navigation bar with the new created by ChatGPT. Then we go back, grab the CSS style, and then we include in the CSS file the new style for the navbar. Remember, always save your document so the change can be effective. Now, let's return to our website, and you will notice that the style has been applied, making it look more real like a website. And that's the magic of combining ChatGPT with CSS. We only need to use words. I don't want this video to run too long, so I'll wrap it up for today. In our next section, we'll focus on building this website entirely with ChatGPT's help. Plus, I will add more tutorials to support your HTML learning, including SEO, meta tags, and some CSS tricks to simplify your work. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video.